Good morning, and happy New Year to all of you. Many of you know that I do a daily scripture, and for today I picked Matthew 6, verse 6, and then verses 16 through 18. And the reason why I picked those verses because I see there's a lot of you on my timeline that are fasting and seeking God for this new year. Oh my God, it just brought me so much joy. And then there has been a few people that asked me, Dana, how do you fast? Or what do you do when you fast? So I'm going to explain it, through scripture to the best of my ability and my pointers. And if you feel like I have left something out, don't be afraid to comment, but don't be rude because we're all in this thing together. We're all seeking God. So verse 6 says, but thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and that Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. So when you go into your special place and pray, and when you come out, you don't have to tell your best friend, oh girl, when I was in prayer this morning and seeking God, I was praying for this and praying for that. The scripture says what you do in secret, he will reward you openly. So you sometimes just need to zip your mouth, keep your mouth closed, because sometimes we flap our gums a little bit too much. It's okay to hold a secret because sometimes people will say they are praying for you, but they are actually P-R-E-Y against you. And verse 16 says, moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. So you don't want to be a hypocrite. You don't want to be fasting and praying and then looking sad, moping, because one thing about fasting, it's a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice unto God, and God will reward you for your sacrifice. You don't want to be walking around just looking like you're lost. So verse 17 says, but thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head and wash thy face. That's what I do. I anoint my head, I wash my face, and then I go into prayer. And verse 18 says, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. And then after I pray, I read a scripture. Throughout the day, I meditate on that scripture. I try to recite that scripture throughout the day. I listen to my favorite song, because one thing about that music, your favorite song is going to put you in worship mode. And that's what we want to do. We want to praise and seek God and worship God throughout the day. And I stay off social media. I try to stay off the phone less as possible. And if it's a fasting day and I'm working, I try not to come home and watch TV, because it's a sacrifice. Because one thing about it, we want to starve our flesh, not only from food, but from things of the world. And then when I get ready to come off my fast, I go back into my secret place, my special place, and I pray to God. I reflect on the day, and I still give God praises. So I fast for 8 hours. I have fasted for 12 hours. But if you are a beginner to fast for 2 or 3 hours. And then each day, or how many days you're fasting for, add an hour or two until you can get up to 8 hours. Because, some of us work for 8 hours a day. And then if you're a person that takes medicine, or, a diabetic, or have health issues, and if you can fast, just maybe fast for, like I said, 2 to 4 hours. Base your stomach with a saltine cracker and sip on water throughout the day, because you don't want to get dehydrated. So I hope this video was beneficial. I hope it helped somebody. Like I said, if it's something that you think I missed, comment. Don't be rude, because like I said, we're all in this together. We're all are seeking God, because we want to give God the glory. Fasting will bring favor upon us all. So happy fasting, and again, happy New Year, and I love you all.